I think Ryan Day is chasing
Ghosts.
I don't feel any particular way as long as Bo Jackson is the number one option.
I think the clear two best backs on the team are Bo and Isaiah. Hey guys, while you're here, make sure you like and subscribe and check out all the other shows we have on this channel. And a huge thank you for hitting 3,500 subs. Definitely couldn't do this without you guys. Wait, are you leading?
Is a burger a sandwich?
No. I think it is.
You think it is? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's a taco. I'm Kris, that's Tyler, and later today, because we recorded this on Monday, it comes out Tuesday. Later today, the college football playoff rankings come out for the first time all year. It feels like they push it back later and later and later, but it is right when they usually do it, and I'm excited because I'm ready for the AP poll to go out the window. This is my co-host, Tyler. Tyler, what is up, dude?
Nothing. It's another week of, talking about sports.
Mm-hmm.
And, football, we're in November, elimination month, and the Browns didn't lose on Sunday.
Bingo, didn't lose.
Because they didn't play.
That also matters. We gained an hour of sleep. Tyler and I argued about the hour of sleep.
Listen, I don't want to say, we shouldn't say argue because,
we're just poking fun.
I was fed false information.
No, you're not. You're not throwing her under the bus.
I absolutely am throwing her under the bus. 100%.
I will not indulge in that conversation, but what I will say is that when we do gain the hour of sleep, I start bringing up the beanies. So we're done with the baseball caps for a little bit. Baseball season's officially over. What a World Series it was. Don't want to talk about it, though, because I hate the Dodgers. Tyler, the campaigns launched over the weekend. Jeremiah Smith for Heisman and Julian Sand for Heisman. Who do you think has a better shot to win?
I was thinking about this earlier today, and I think Julian has a better shot to win just because he's a quarterback.
Yeah.
But I do wonder, let's say Julian beats Mendoza in the Big Ten championship game, and then Ty Simpson wins the SEC title game. I honestly believe, and let's pretend that the voters don't vote until after the conference championship games. Let's pretend, okay? I think the voters will punish Julian for having Jeremiah and Carnell Tate, which is shitty.
Yeah, it is shitty. It's shitty, but also slightly fair. It's funny because and I think Jeremiah Smith will get punished because of how good Carnell Tate is. So It's we just got a lot of punishment going around. I was thinking about Jeremiah Smith. I just think that he's so famous that his case is that his name right now is bigger than his stats, because his stats don't quite match his impact. And I think he's going to have the touchdown number. Something fun for you. Jeremiah Smith has more touchdowns than the entire Michigan passing attack.
He has more touchdowns than games played.
Yeah, but think about it, dog. He's got more touchdowns than the entire Michigan receiving core combined.
Yeah.
Bryce Underwood has 7 touchdown passes.
I think that doesn't surprise me at all, actually. Now
that's crazy, dog.
I mean, if you would have said he has more touchdowns than. Oh, you're talking about this season? I thought you meant total in his career.
No. This season.
Oh, this season. Yeah, that's wild.
This season.
Okay, that's wild.
This season he's got more touchdown catches than Bryce Underwood has touchdown passes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, just a fun thing. I'm rooting for Jeremiah Smith just because, I think Julian Sand is great. I like when transcendent talents win the Heisman. And Julian might be that, but, I know that Jeremiah is that.
The problem is that Ohio State's offense just be moving too damn slow.
Bingo.
They don't have enough, the stats aren't going to line up because they're just not playing, and they don't play enough snaps.
Mm-hmm.
And, listen, if it means sacrificing Heisman Awards to win Natties, done deal.
Maybe that's the unsung heroism of Jerry Emick. By not promoting anybody for Heisman, you take that element of chasing the Heisman away from Ryan Day, and then you focus on Natties. Because I always say this, you only need Heismans as like the perfume over the fact that you stink. You can't win the big games. Like coaches that chase Heismans are the ones that don't believe in themselves to win the big games. Think about who chased Heismans over the last 5 years.
Well, could you make the argument that Cignetti's chasing the Heisman for Mendoza? Why was he still in the game?
He wasn't in the game. That clip that's going viral.
Oh, that was his brother.
Brother, yeah,
that was his little brother. I forgot about that. God, I forgot that. I saw Mendoza. I was like, what the fuck? Why is he still in the game?
Dude, that's how they beat Georgia for Mendoza. That's how they beat Georgia for him because his brother goes to school there.
Yeah.
No, the coaches that have chased Heismans, Lincoln Riley, Brian Kelly, like those guys chased Heismans in a big way, didn't they?
Did they chase Heismans, or did everybody else in their team stink and they had to throw the ball a million times? I don't know. I think you might be reaching a little bit, but I hear what you're saying, but I think you might be reaching a little bit.
The Lincoln Riley, Caleb Williams year, I'll give it to you. That one's fair. He had to play a lot. Baker Mayfield and them blew out enough teams. So did Kyler Murray and them.
Kyler Murray had some dumb, stupid numbers, man.
I know. He was the best of the three in college. People don't ever want to talk about that, but neither here nor there.
That's true. I mean, I just wonder. I think Ryan Day is chasing ghosts. I think he is, and I think and the thing about it too, in this new world of media, like it's very well known that Jeremiah Smith is the best player in college football. Mm-hmm. Like it's not even it's talked about on every platform, every college football talk show. Whether you are an SEC or Big 12 or ACC, it doesn't matter. Like they all say that Jeremiah Smith is the best player. And I don't think he needs a Heisman to validate that. You know, when we look back on it, we're going to talk about Jeremiah Smith for a long, long fucking time.
He doesn't need the Heisman to validate it, but I'm a big believer in like legacy, and I think Harper helps the legacy. I think
it does.
Being a receiver, and honestly, I would maybe feel less like this if, like, the last receiver to win a Heisman is like Devontae Smith, and he was like incredible. And it's like I think Jeremiah Smith is significantly better than him, and I want him to have the Heisman in his trophy case.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's got 2 cracks at it this year and next year. It's like Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart.
I think his best chance will be next year. Because I know I know we have the next ones coming, but like they're not going to be a Carnell Tate next year. Like, yeah, I know, like we think that Quincy Porter is really good and Mylon Graham is going to be really good and Chris Henry Jr. is an alien. I get all that, but none of those 3 are going to be Carnell Tate, the Carnell Tate we have this year. They're not going to be him. Yeah,
but does that hurt Jeremiah? Because then
I don't think it hurts Jeremiah because I think he's going to be featured even more.
I'm saying he can be featured, but now it's easier to like just slant everything towards him even more now.
Yeah,
the downside.
But it's on Ryan Day and Brian Hartline to like deal with that.
Yeah, maybe not Brian Hartline. Who knows? I don't know if the Penn State rumors are going around still or not.
I don't think he's getting that job.
I do want to talk about you. I mean, you and I talked about this a little bit pre-show. Does Ohio State need to be better running the ball to win a Natty? That was your question, and I guess I want to allow you to expand on it because you are building what I'm calling Tyler's rules to winning a national title.
Yeah, I don't think they do, because the difference between the 50th ranked rushing team per average. Mm-hmm. Yards per rush, and the 10th is a yard.
Yeah.
Right? Or like if you wanted to go 25th, it's less than a yard. It's like half a yard. So like, is there really that big of a gap between 4.6 yards per carry and 5.2? I don't know. Maybe.
Over the course of a year, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like, are you able to get first downs? When I see like things like this, I think about like, okay, I don't really care about anything other than like, are you moving the chains and are you staying on schedule?
Right. Because the other thing too is is when we watched against the Wisconsin game, they were running RPOs, and Julian pulled it, and he threw speed outs for 7 yards. That's a 7-yard handoff. I know, like, people could say, well, it's not the same. It's not the same thing. It's the physicality is missing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the mechanics of it is like you want to be able to like go on a 4-minute drill. I think like being able to run efficiently like leads to the like situational football. Like, can you execute a 4-minute drill to end the game?
But can you do a 4-minute drill while throwing the ball?
The issue with
The
that
way
is
the pace that Ohio State's moving, I don't see why not.
yeah, I mean there is something to that, but like obviously like here we go, Tyler. Like if you're up by 3 or you're up by 4 and you've got the ball with 4 minutes left, you don't want to have the drop back thing ever happen. Even the RPO stuff, you just don't want the ball to be thrown because it's just like a chance for an incompletion to let somebody off the hook.
Absolutely. No, I totally understand that.
It's
and
like
like
the mechanics of it. Like
when
you're right. Like Julian's saying, like I mean, he's basically long handoffs, but those windows are tighter and tighter and tighter against really good teams. And so like mechanically, like you want to be able to just hand the ball.
I'm not
off.
saying that I want Ohio State to be able to run the ball when they want to run the ball. But do they need to be better this year than they are right now to win the national title?
I think the answer is no. I think they're fine where they're at. I mean, obviously, like what we're talking about Ohio State right now about is like how do we turn them into a perfect team? And I don't think you need to be a perfect team to win a Natty. So no, I think the answer is no, pretty easily. But
yeah, and I think them going to more 11 personnel is going to help them. I think it's going to spread the other team out a little bit more, and it's going to make it's going to bring less bodies in the box, so that the offensive line can. Because I think they have some IDing issues. They have some, I think the right guard issue is an issue in the run game.
I mean, I think when they go 12 personnel, it's just too much traffic in the box.
Correct. That's what it is. And I think it's too much traffic. But again, if you're gonna give me, 2, 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 2-yard carries on 12 and no big runs, at least I see now, like in 11 personnel, like there's big run capabilities now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather have the ability to pop a 50-yard run.
I also think there's like the general balance that 11 personnel brings you. Like 11 personnel, I guess. In baseball, if you throw 100 miles per hour, you never want to let somebody off the hook because you feel like, 0-2, let's throw a changeup, right?
Right.
It's like that's what I feel like 12 personnel is.
Sure.
Like you're letting a team off the hook because you're not having the position out there that you have the biggest talent advantage on, like with 3 guys. Like you're not seeing the third receiver out there. So I guess like that's where I'm at. When you're 11 personnel, you're not letting the other DC off the hook. Because like here we go. Right. What do you think an opposing DC would rather see? Will Kazmarek and Max Clare out there?
I was just about to say that.
Or B.I. Tate and Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Like, give me, with all due respect, give me the 2 tight ends.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of the letting off the hook. And it does feel like I believe everything I'm hearing is that Ohio State's going to go more 11 personnel.
Yeah, I think it'll help. I also think it's time for them to stop rotating 4 guys.
For what?
Running backs.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for that. It's time to it's like I get what they were doing and I was okay with it, but now it's time. Like pick your 2. And like I don't think it's James Peoples. And if you want it to be CJ Donaldson, fine. I don't really care. As long as Bo's the one. That's all I care about.
I think it's time to never see CJ again.
If that's how I'm not going to talk anybody out of it. I don't feel any particular way as long as Bo Jackson is the number 1 option.
I think the clear 2 best backs on the team are Bo and Isaiah. So that's what I would go with moving forward.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like I said, I don't care. Bo Jackson needs, if you're going to run the ball 26 times a game, Bo Jackson needs like 16 to 18 of those carries.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal opinion.
I mean, he ripped off a long one, and I was like, that's like a Tyler, checkbook item.
Yeah. No, but there are a few things that I consider necessary prerequisites to be a national championship contender.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have a good defense. You need to have NFL receivers, and you need to have good enough quarterback play. In the college football playoff era, the worst defense in defensive scoring ranked 33rd in the country. Can you guess which champion that was?
33rd in the country in the playoff era.
In the playoff era.
Don't tell me. Going through the years. Playoff that Clemson.
Negative. 2019 LSU.
Oh, I could have got there. I stopped at.
You could have got there.
I stopped. Yeah.
The worst offense ranked 30th.
2014 Ohio State.
2015 Bama.
Okay.
2014 Ohio State ranked 5th in scoring.
I got you. They exploded late. I just remember they were in a lot of like weird.
But what you find is like one side of the ball is elite, meaning top 5 in the country. Like 2014 Ohio State had the 5th ranked scoring offense. 2015 Bama had the 2nd ranked scoring defense. 2016 Clemson is really the only outlier. Yeah. They have 14th in offense and 10th in defense. So they were really good on both, just not elite.
Yeah.
They also had Deshaun Watson. So they had the generational college quarterback.
Yeah, had a great college quarterback for sure.
Yeah. 2017 Bama, 1st in defense. 2018 Clemson, 1st in defense, 4th in offense. So they were really fucking good. 2019 LSU, 1st in offense. And like by a wide margin. They were so elite offensively that it covered up the defense.
Do you know how many touchdowns Joe had that year?
He had like 54 or something stupid like that.
No.
How many touchdowns?
Guess. Keep guessing.
I don't know. Did I need to go higher or lower?
Higher.
60.
Higher.
Jesus Christ. It's too many. All of them.
65.
2020 Bama had the 2nd ranked offense and 13th ranked defense. 2021 Georgia had the 1st ranked defense. 2022 Georgia was 5th and 5th. Michigan in 2023 was 1st in defense, and 2024 Ohio State 1st in defense. So one side of the ball has to be elite, and usually it's the defense.
Well, yeah, because you got to go stop one or now multiple really good offenses to win a title.
And so if you look at the teams right now that fit the bill, Ohio State has the number 1 ranked defense. Mm-hmm. Indiana has the 1st ranked offense and the 3rd ranked defense. Oregon has the 5th ranked offense and the 6th ranked defense.
Dude, Oregon's really good.
Yeah, so that's the one. The conversation, I got a lot of heat for some of the stuff I said on Sunday. That's the one I want to walk back the most.
Just trying to break them chains free, brother.
That's the one that I want to walk back. Oregon is legit.
Really good.
It's one of those things where it doesn't feel like I felt last year they were like noticeably dominant. This year they're kind of like and I think it's honestly, I think it's because Indiana is so good too. Mm-hmm. That they've taken the shine away from Oregon being good. Like the last time we saw Oregon, they played in a monsoon.
Yeah,
they scored 21 points.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really high on Oregon. I'm just really high on them.
Texas Tech has 4th ranked offense and 5th ranked defense.
I got them winning this week. I know we're not talking about it right now, but I got them winning this week.
And then USC. So USC has the 8th ranked offense and the 53rd ranked defense. Like that's too high. Your defense can't be that bad. The interesting one though is Bama. Bama's ranked 30th offensively and 20th defensively.
That's lower offensively than I thought they would be.
But they have the 3 requisites. They have the quarterback, they have NFL receivers, and they have a good enough defense. So they fit the bill of having what I consider a national championship contender.
Yeah, but their defense being ranked that low is intriguing.
Right. But if you look at all of the champions in the playoff era, the only team that didn't have all 3 quarterback, receiver, defense was 2023 Michigan, and they had a generational defense.
Yeah.
their defense was so good it covered up for their lack of outside receiving play. So the only teams that have all three right now is Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon, and Bama.
So those are the 4 teams you think can win it?
Those are the 4 teams I think that can win it right now.
All right, what about Notre Dame?
So Notre Dame is interesting. Jordan Green is Jordan's, right? Yeah.
But Faison is the one.
And Faison, they're probably, if I had to rank a 5th team, that would be the team I would put.
Okay.
Is Notre Dame. Because I think so here's the thing. They're 14th offensively and they're 29th defensively. So they're flirting with that defense being
Isn't their defense better than Bama's though, or no?
No. Their defense is not better than Bama's. So I think if you had to put a gun to my head and said, I need your 5th team, I'd probably pick Notre Dame.
Okay. Because Faison, Malachi Fields, and Eli, plus they've got something that the other teams that you mentioned don't have. They've got the best running back tandem in the country, plus a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah. So because they're in the tier with A&M so the teams that have 2 of my things that I'm looking for, A&M, Ole Miss, Texas, and USC, and they're better. I think they're better than those teams.
Mm-hmm.
Because Texas A&M's defense is ass. They're ranked 60th. Ole Miss is ranked 48th defensively. Texas is ranked 61st offensively. And it's just, and USC is ranked 53rd defensively. So they're closer to being complete more than the other teams in that group.
And I think they're getting better too. I think some of the things that pull down their defensive rating is going to be those early games. And Chris Ash kind of had to figure it out because he's been better as of late. Because I'm very
curious what Notre Dame's going to do, what the committee's going to do with Notre Dame at the end of the season when there are 4 or 5 10-2 teams.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? If Miami and Notre Dame are 10-2, what do you do?
Well, it's I guess that depends on if the committee views growth over the year, right? Because if you look at Notre Dame and what do we say? The defense is kind of what's pulling them down because they got the other things. They give up 40 points to A&M. They give up 30 to Purdue. Then after that, 13, 7, 7, 24 to a good USC offense, and then 10.
Yeah.
So it just took a sec with a new DC for them to get settled down.
Right.
But after those early blips, that's what pulling on their defensive rating. So it's is it who you met me as, or is it who I become?
Right. So what do you do with 10-2 Notre Dame, 10-2 Miami, and 11-2 BYU? Then it's whoa, shit.
Well, is 11-1 BYU is their loss to
both of their losses to Texas A&M or Texas Tech? Let's say that
11-2 both lost to Texas Tech. I'm sorry, Big Dog. If you get a chance to avenge a loss and you lose twice to one team, and it's late in the year because it's here we go. It's not who I met you as; it's who you become.
No,
I'm just saying. For me, in that scenario, that is who BYU became. They became a team that cannot beat Texas Tech.
Right. And with all due respect, I think Texas Tech might be one of the hardest teams to evaluate because of the conference that they play in. Because their numbers, the scoring metrics that I'm using, they're elite in both.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we looking at here?
I like Texas Tech, and now their quarterback's back, so that was kind of the holdup.
Did they lose without their quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's Texas Tech should beat BYU. I'll be interested to see what that spread looks like, and we'll talk about that on the preview show. But I think Texas Tech is a legitimately good team.
Yeah. No,
I think they're an actually good team. I don't think this is like last year where Arizona State was like,
okay,
they're good. It was a good story.
I'm not going to let you disrespect Arizona State. Arizona State was actually a good team last year.
Okay.
Wait a second. What's your criteria? What is your criteria?
I hear you. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Was Arizona State's quarterback good enough last year?
Let me ask you this. There's a rebuttal question. Is the Big 12 better this year or last year? As at the top.
The Big 12 was better last year. But my rebuttal to that rebuttal is, if we're just talking about, you said, are they a good story like Arizona State? Arizona State should have beat Texas last year. Arizona State got hosed 3 times down the stretch against Texas, who took Ohio State down to the wire.
All right, maybe that was a stray. I'll say that was a stray.
It was a stray, but it's just part of it is because like the helmet brand thing. But look, they had one of the better OCs in the country calling plays. Dillingham is a great OC when he calls plays. I know that head coaches and OCs not a good mix, but they had Sam Levette, they had Cam Scatterboo, and Cam Scatterboo is a good NFL running back. And then what's your criteria? Your criteria is,
does Cam Scatterboo know his name yet right now?
He does, because he broke his ankle, so he's good for now. But outside, they've got one of the best receiver coaches in the sport that doesn't get talked. You know who their receiver coach is?
Isn't it Hines Ward?
Yeah, Hines Ward, and who's mocked to be most people's wide receiver 1 in the upcoming draft.
Oh, that is true. They have that. They have a dude,
Jordan Tyson. So Arizona State's good. So like if Texas Tech is Arizona State, so be it. But no, I hear you to your point about last year versus this year, but. They just didn't get a lot of coverage, but they have not been good this year, and he's out for the year.
Yeah, that's going to be. I think if you'd ask me, I think the Big 12 is better than the ACC. I think the Big 12 has I think Texas Tech, BYU, Utah are better than Virginia, Louisville, Georgia Tech.
I think Louisville's good. I also think like Miami is like the 4th best team in the ACC is like better than the Big 12's 4th best team.
I don't even know who the 4th best team is in the Big 12. I just think those top 3. I think the top 3. I think Tech is better than all of them.
Well, so here's the thing, Tyler. When we're talking about Tech and Tech, you got to specify. You can't just abbreviate.
I was gonna say that Texas Tech.
Yeah,
Texas Tech. I think they're good. I think they're legitimately a good team. I don't know if they can win it all. I think there's still this experiment of them spending a shit ton of money and like taking the big leap and getting some big players is, I think, in the early stages of this. So I don't know if this is the year that I think that I'm willing to go all the way and be like, yeah, I think they can like make it to a Final Four. I don't know if I'm there yet.
A better comp for them that you should have rolled with that was right there in front of you and you chose like make a left is fellow in-state SMU.
Oh, they're definitely better. I think they're better than last year's SMU team. I know Jennings is a dynamic player, but I think Texas Tech's defense is like a legitimate defense.
Yeah, I think they're really close to last year's SMU team.
I think their defense is better than SMU's defense.
Okay.
Maybe more dynamic at the quarterback, because Jennings last year was like, he was a dude.
No, he's really good. He's really, really good.
He just decided to forget which team to throw it to when they played Penn State.
Well, Penn State also, Tom Allen and the guys when they played defense over there.
Who would have thought that Jim Knowles would have just caught it straight in the favor of Tom Allen?
Yeah. But it's not like Clemson's any good, man. They got a 21-year bowl streak that's about to get broken. And Clemson might not make a bowl game, dude.
Couldn't have happened to a better program.
Facts. They lost to Duke over the weekend. And they have 4 games left. They have to win 2 of them to make a bowl game.
Yeah.
On their 3 games. South Carolina.
Nope.
Is Pitt one of them?
No. They play Wofford. I know that.
Yeah, that's the win. That's the win on there.
Oh, they play Florida State. They got Florida State.
Yeah, so the last 3 Louisville, Florida State, South Carolina are 3 of their last 4.
They're losing. They're going 1-3.
Yeah, well, that means they would not make a bowl, and they're 20 year bull streak, which is crazy.
Golly shucks.
Golly shucks. Gosh darn. I mean, this is the last time we're gonna be on a microphone until last time we're gonna be on a microphone with the AP poll being a thing right now.
Yeah.
Who do you have as your college football playoff ranking top 6? Not yours, actually, your projection.
I think it'll be Ohio State, Indiana, and there's a real I could see a real world situation tomorrow night where Indiana's ranked first. I'm just gonna put it out there. It would not shock me if the college football playoff committee put Indiana number 1. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I mean, it wouldn't actually bug me either.
It wouldn't. I don't know if it might bug me, but it wouldn't shock me.
Wouldn't shock you.
So Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, Oregon, Georgia. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll roll with it. We also have your bracket that I want to throw up here for Tyler's college football playoff bracket prediction. Just want to give a close look at. You can read it for the podcast listeners only, and then we'll talk about it.
So I have Ohio State 1, Alabama 2. I think they win their conference title games, and then Indiana 3, Texas A&M 4. They're the losers of those conference title games,
and those 4 teams get a bye.
Yes, this is everybody. This is peak. This is as good as the playoff format is ever going to be. Right here this year. When they go to 16, I think it's a disaster. I think it's a bad idea. 24 is even worse. This is going to be the best it can ever be. I think Oregon is going to have a chance to really cement themselves as they have Iowa, they have USC, and they have Washington. Those are 3 quality wins they're going to have, like really quality wins that are going to elevate them. And the Penn State win, like I know what happened to Penn State, but that was a good win at the time. In the moment, with what was going on, that was a great win. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. And then I have Texas Tech winning the Big 12 in the 6th seed, so they'll be 12-1. Georgia in the 7th seed, Ole Miss 8, Notre Dame 9, BYU 10, which I don't feel great about. In the 10th spot as an 11-2 team that only lost both games at Texas Tech. So we'll see how that turns out. Georgia Tech 11th. I think they're the best team in the ACC. So if they make it to the conference championship game, they will win and they will be in. And then my group of 5 was USF.
So we got Oregon, USF, and the winner plays A&M. We've got Ole Miss, Notre Dame, winner plays Ohio State. Georgia, BYU, winner plays Alabama. Georgia Tech, Texas Tech, winner plays Indiana.
Battle of the Techs.
Battle of the Techs, man.
I think, and when it's all said and done, I think Ohio State, Alabama, and Indiana are going to the Final Four. That Texas A&M Oregon game is going to be awesome. Could be awesome.
I think Oregon goes belt to ass on them. I think the matchup that could hurt Oregon is the Notre Dame matchup.
Maybe. We'll see. I do. Who is the team that you think could really throw a wrench in all this shit?
I think Notre Dame.
Well,
they've got the what do you mean? Like
I'm talking about somebody that's on the outside looking in.
Ooh, they could throw a wrench in the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like if USC gets in, I think they're a dangerous team to get in a playoff because I think that time off is geared towards guys who are scheme monsters, and he's a scheme monster. And
I just don't know if they got to play Iowa and Oregon.
I know. I'm saying if they get in,
they got to win them both.
If they get in, they're the dangerous team. I don't think they'll get in.
I think the team that can screw up this whole thing is Texas.
Yeah, Texas could throw.
Texas has if they beat Georgia, and then they beat Texas A&M.
Well, if they beat Georgia and lose to A&M, that's more chaotic, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that'd be 9-3, and like they've got the head-to-head over Georgia, and you're not like, and the committee wants to do this thing where they don't like punish teams for scheduling tough out of conference opponents, and a loss to number 1 Ohio State is the third loss.
Yeah, that would create controversy. So then you could have a 9-3 Texas, 10-2 Georgia, 10-2 Miami, 11-2 BYU, and 10-2 Notre Dame. What the fuck, dude? That'd be wild.
Yeah. And it's like, fair or not, it's the committee's job to like send messages for the future too.
Yeah. Because I personally believe that the first ranking is the second most important ranking that the College Football Playoff Committee does.
100%, because it tells you what they value.
Right. And it sets the stage for the coming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the last one is the most important because that's who gets in.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one, like, I'll be very disappointed if the College Football Playoff Committee doesn't rank Iowa.
They're going to rank Iowa. They're ranking them.
Also, the AP poll putting Oklahoma over Texas in the AP poll, like, they played on a neutral field.
Hey, we've seen that.
Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
I dropped a video on the AP poll and the issues with it.
So, yeah, this is my favorite. This is probably my second favorite time of year in college football. Is this November and then the playoff.
Yeah.
Like, the playoff is the most fun, and then November is like, it's just electric. So, everybody's got opinions. Everybody thinks they're the smartest ones in the goddamn room, and everybody's here to listen to it.
The SEC is undefeated in hypothetical matchups. The Browns are buyers, not sellers. I was reading more about this earlier today, and I was like, oh my God, Tyler is going to lose it.
Chris,
literally,
I swear on my children's life.
Don't do that.
If they trade a first or second round draft pick for some player, I'm going to crash out. Crash out. Don't you dare trade a first or a second round pick for some player. What are you adding to? Don't you know that we're trying to be bad?
All right, what if it's Garrett Wilson?
I
locked up for the future.
All right, let's just not. Let me clarify what I said. That's not just some player.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just asking because obviously, like, that was like that was
there's
the
like
first...
just some player, and then there's like Garrett Wilson's like all the way up here.
Yo, G-Dub is my goat. That's Michael Jordan.
I mean, they're talking about adding like young, promising players. What?
Cost controlled, can play.
No, dude. No.
I'm not going for it.
No.
Okay.
Not going for it. Garrett Wilson is one thing. That's a whole that's a different scenario, but like
it's a different tier.
Yeah. If you're just gonna go out and acquire like young talent, what? Don't be bad at being good and also be bad at being bad.
Yeah.
That is not how this works. You are 2-6 now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just be bad. Get us a top 5 pick. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going anywhere. It's the worst offense in the NFL. Adding some piece is not going to help this. You're going to lose. You're losing 4 out of 5 offensive linemen, I think. Pochich is a free agent. Batonio is retiring. Jack Conklin played 17 games in 3.5 seasons. DeJuan Jones has had 3 season-ending injuries, and he's 400 pounds. Like, Wyatt Teller's best days are behind him, but I think you have to bring him back. Somebody's got to. You can't replace 5 for 5.
No, 5 for 5 is especially with a new quarterback. That's like a disaster.
This team is just like
take the life out of you.
I cannot believe, dude, that I can't believe that Jimmy Haslam just watching this disaster. The only way that this is not happening is like all the things that are being reported are just a bunch of nonsense bullshit. Like what's going on inside the facility is like way better than what it's perceived to be. But I doubt it. Never given me a reason to think to actually believe that.
They literally never gave you a reason to think otherwise.
I mean, what could you be buying? What's there to buy?
I mean, like, really just, like, a couple seconds for Garrett Wilson is, like, the only one I can think of, unless you feel like you can get a young player with, like, that's
Listen,
cost
I would
control.
give up the Jacksonville pick for Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, and, like, if you like, a young player that's cost control that showed promise, like, I would be okay with, because what it then does is it takes the hard part out, and the hard part for the Browns has been drafting, right?
Yeah, because Andrew Berry's ass at drafting.
Yeah. But also, like, do you wanna be buyers right now? Because what it's gonna do is it's gonna strip your incoming GM, if you go hire one, of the opportunity to make it his own blank canvas. And it's
No.
already not the most attractive job because it is the Browns. And to make it attractive, you want picks. And we've seen this team was able to kind of hit a flip when they had Dorsey and they had picks.
Yeah, dude. Andrew Berry needs to do what Sashi Brown did.
Strip it
To the nuts and bolts and have the most draft capital possible.
and fall on the sword, because Sashi didn't get to make those picks afterwards.
Hell no. And I don't want Andrew Berry to make Chris. Also on my children's life, you and I in a room could draft better than Andrew Berry.
Well, I consider myself like
I believe that in my deepest parts of my soul.
I mean, I'm probably the wrong one because I think I'm a top 15 GM on this earth right now.
I mean, I don't know how to manage a salary cap, but I know I can draft.
I know how to manage enough I know enough about a salary cap to know.
Well,
Keep me under. I play enough of those like $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 things, build your perfect team. I play enough. I'm a top 5 GM on this earth.
I don't know, man. And now also Kevin Stefanski is no longer calling plays. Tommy Rees is calling plays. Why don't you inform our non-college football people what to expect from Tommy Rees?
A lot of screaming at the quarterback, a lot of dink and dunk stuff, and a lot of running behind the right guard.
Sick.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's exciting. Expect the play calls for a former quarterback that was not capable to open it up himself.
Also, I mean, Kevin Stefanski got the job because he was a good play caller.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's no longer calling the plays.
Yes.
Also, do you want to know what Joe Flacco's box score was?
Actually, it's funny because I was going to pull it up and read it to you.
31 of 47.
Mm-hmm.
470 yards passing.
He went nuts.
And 4 touchdowns. He did throw 2 picks, but like, if Joe Flacco's going to spin it 47 times, he's going to throw 2 picks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God bless America, dude. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know, and people think Zach Taylor sucks, by the way.
They think he sucks.
They think he's a bad football coach. And he went out. If he's getting 470 out of Joe Flacco, how can anybody look in the mirror and be like, yep, Kevin Stefanski's our guy?
Yeah.
What? Joe Flacco's going to get Kevin Stefanski fired, dog.
I remember he literally said, "Oh, that's T. Higgins over there. Let's get it going."
Oh, Jamar Chase. Let's get it going.
Let's get it going. Do you want to guess the age difference between Tommy Rees and Joe Flacco?
Isn't Joe Flacco older?
Yeah, but do you want to guess by how many years?
6.
7. Tommy Rees is 33 years old.
Joe Flacco has forgotten more football than Tommy Rees knows.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about that, dog. Like Tommy Rees was in college at the same time as Braxton Miller.
You know what Tommy Rees is? You know what the promotion of Tommy Rees is? It's the same thing Gene Smith did when he gave Jake Diebler the head coaching job at Ohio State.
No.
You promoted no. Jake Diebler was in charge of the offense for Ohio State basketball. They were one of the worst offensive teams in the Big Ten when Chris Holtman was his last season. And you promoted the guy who orchestrated one of the worst offenses in the Big Ten basketball. Well,
Yeah, but
they promoted Tommy Rees, who was on the offensive staff for one of the worst offenses in the NFL.
yeah, but at least for Diebler, like he was the interim head coach, and then they got better all of a sudden. Like
And
Tommy Rees managed to fall up like I've never seen before. He got let go at Notre Dame. Think about this. He got fired from Notre Dame. You know what his next job was?
Alabama.
The OC at Alabama. How do you get fired from Notre Dame and end up being the OC at Alabama? Same role. And then they don't want you back. Nick Saban bitches you in front of everybody, and then you fall up to be an OC in the NFL. He falls up. Shout out Tommy Rees, though.
I think Tommy Rees, if Tommy Rees has any nuts at all, he will call the most aggressive game plan he can ever do. And it's not going to work because Dylan Gabriel can't do it. And at least we'll have fun. I mean, they're playing the Jets. This is like, and the worst part about it is the Browns are going to beat the Jets.
You think so?
Because the Browns have an elite they're elite on one side of the ball. The Jets are just ass.
Yeah.
We're half ass.
I like the Jets, man. Shit breaks my heart.
This Browns team, like, I just want to start over. I just want to start fresh because
look, my Giants are doing it right.
There's no going for me as a Browns fan, there's no going back on this regime. I will not be able, because one, they're not capable of doing it, so they won't do it. But they cannot bring me back. The excitement of this organization right now is at an all-time low because they suck at this.
The Jets are actually 2.5-point favorites.
I would take the Browns, actually.
Okay, well, you can get them at plus money.
Hold on one second. Oh. In the 10 season that Paul DePodesta is the chief strategy officer. First of all, Chris, have you ever heard of an NFL team having a chief strategy officer?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard of an NFL organization having an executive chief anything that lives across the country?
No.
Okay. In a league, this is from Ben Axelrod, has some funny. He can be pretty funny. In a league built for parity, the Browns are 55, 98, and 1 in the last 10 seasons since they hired Paul DePodesta to be the chief strategy officer. How the fuck do you do that and keep your job for a decade when you don't even live here?
Yeah, honestly, I would be surprised if he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything. He is collecting a paycheck from Jimmy Haslam.
What's that saying? When it comes to legalized bank robbery, I'm the very best.
The very, very best.
Can you tell me who the Browns receiving yards leader is this year?
I think it's Harold Fannin.
Yeah.
They're just so unserious, man. And, like, there's nothing to be excited about.
Quinshawn.
Yeah. But, like, maybe it's just the positional ism that I am. Like,
bro, it's fun to watch.
It's only fun when you're winning, is my opinion. I love Nick Chubb when we were going to the playoffs because Nick Chubb be running the shit out of that thing.
As a Giants fan, I strongly disagree. It can be fun when you lose.
But, like, dog, the problem is that they're losing so much that I get to see them for a half, and then they got to throw the ball every play.
Cam Scatterby was fun in New York when he was healthy, and they were losing. I think it's fun.
That's because Cam Scatterby was trying to die. He runs like he's trying to die.
Yeah, bro.
Cam Scatterboot, when NFL players, because Chris and I believe that there are a few NFL players that shouldn't live among society.
Yeah, he's one of them.
When he says that I would die on that field, I actually believe him.
Brother, tell me why he had dirt stains on his jersey after a game when they played in turf.
I don't know, man. This, like, I just this Browns team, man. This organization just is lacking juice, and like
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to talk. They've given me nothing to be positive about. Like, how is it in September? We already started seeing 2026 mock drafts.
Bro, that's the Browns fans are great at mock drafts, man.
You know, it is what it is, man. But you know what? There's a team in Cleveland that has real high expectations that I want to talk about real quick. The Cavs.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was looking at the next thing and I was tripping. But yeah, you have the Cavs on there.
So the Cavs, like,
Um,
I think people are a little disappointed because they're 4-3. Last year they started like 15-0.
15-0 start the year last year. They won everything.
Like, the injuries are a big part of this. Max Strus hasn't played. Darius Garland hasn't played. DeAndre Hunter missed the first game. Donovan Mitchell missed a game. Jared Allen has now broken his pinky finger. They're just hurt, and it's okay. Everybody needs to relax.
I also don't mind that they've kind of slow start, kind of wake up, get it going. Because it's like I need this team to peak late, not peak early.
Right.
So get your footing. Like while you're hurt, get your other guys more and more involved and see what they can do. Because when this team's healthy, it's like this. When LeBron was here and when LeBron was in Miami, did they ever care about the 1 seed?
Nope. Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Don't give a shit.
Nope.
Just start the playoff clock and we'll get it going. As long as they're in the playoffs, here we go. Because the Knicks are 3-3.
Yeah.
The Celtics are 3-4. I mean, the teams near the top are the 76ers and the Bulls. And oh my God, I would love to see either of them in a playoff series.
Of the three major sports, rank home field, home court advantage of most important to least important.
I believe that it's most important in baseball. Second, I go football. Third, I go basketball.
Agreed. There is something that I am concerned about when it comes to the Cavs, though.
What is it?
It's their rebounding. They're getting out-rebounded almost every game they play.
That is code for what, Tyler? Just say it.
Lack of toughness.
Just say it.
Well, Evan Mobley's also 7 feet tall, and he's not averaging 10 rebounds either.
I'm aware. But
Jared Allen is averaging 7 rebounds a game. 7.
Evan Mobley is averaging 8.9 rebounds a game. That's 9 rebounds. He's also a guy that plays in the perimeter, and he defends threes way more often than Jared Allen. The issue is Jared Allen, who your only job is to get a board, isn't getting boards. We can say what it is, Tyler. The issue, the rebounding concern, is a concern not just that Jared Allen is soft, but that Jared Allen is regressing.
Yeah.
He's regressing at a quick rate. We could say it, right? We could be honest. Jared Allen isn't very good. They shouldn't have paid him that money. He doesn't want to be there.
I don't know. No, I think he wants to be here. I just don't think
by want to be there. He doesn't want to be on the court. He enjoys being a part of the Cavs team. It looks like he doesn't want to be on the court.
Yeah, to me, you have to find a way to trade him at the deadline.
They can't. They won't. Here's the issue with the whole Jared Allen thing. In the NBA, you need to salary cap match.
But could you dump him and take less, somebody that's getting paid less?
You would have to take multiples.
So it has to match exactly, right?
It has to match with 10% of the salary.
Okay. Yeah, this rebounding thing is a problem. It's a problem.
Do you want to guess how much Jared Allen's making this year?
$20 million.
Who is going to take that on?
Somebody who doesn't care about winning.
Then they're going to have to give you 2 pieces that are also bad contracts.
Can one of them get 10 boards a game if they play 30 minutes a game?
If they can, I'm not moving you to Cleveland.
They've won the rebounding. They've won the rebounding battle one time and they tied another. So they're 1-5-1 in the rebounding battle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not good enough. You have to be able to rebound the basketball. You cannot give in the playoffs. You cannot give good teams extra possessions in the playoffs. It just doesn't. You can't do that.
Yeah,
because these guys, and you get to the playoffs, the stars are just too good, man. They're just way too good. Jalen Brunson is way too good to have extra possessions because you didn't want to rebound the basketball. Giannis is too good. Jaylen Brown is too good. Paolo too good. And then, God forbid, you get to the finals, you got to face Kevin Durant or you got to face Shai, and it's just like, God damn, bro.
Well, that's where I'm at, dude. Like, if you going up, whoever comes out of the West is going to be a tall, long board monster of a team.
Yeah. They will also have had to gone through it the last 2 months to
They
get there.
they will, and that means they've seen stuff scarier than you.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is because I don't know if the answer is on the team. I don't know if Thomas Bryant is like. I think he provides something, some toughness. I just think Thomas Bryant might be a little spacey to be politically correct.
Brother is out there just for the vibes.
And Larry Nance Jr. There's a reason why he's kind of been floating around the NBA. He's good. He's a good player. He's an NBA player, but there's a reason why he's been floating in the NBA like he has been. I like Larry Nance. I do. I
didn't realize how short he was.
Yeah, he's like 6'8", 6'9". He's not very big.
So he came into the league listed at 6'8". You know, the NBA did their remeasurement thing, and they have him at 6'6" now.
And they're playing a lot of Dean Wade as well.
Mm-hmm.
Man, how nice would it have been to keep Lauri Markkanen and trade Jared Allen?
Big pump shotguns look like more Lauri Markkanen. I like Lauri, dude. And you're gonna mention the other one that would have been nice to have?
Isaiah Hartenstein. That's the one. That is the one that we should have kept.
That's my dog, bro.
I'd have paid him $20 million. If I'm going to pay my center $20 million, I'm paying Isaiah Hartenstein and not Jared Allen.
Do you want to guess his splits right now?
I'm sure. What is he, like 12 and 12?
He's 11 and 11. So wow, fucking good. Do you want to guess his verified height and size?
6'11" and a half.
7 foot. Do you want to guess his weight?
270.
250.
Okay.
I like Isaiah, dude. My cool fun fact about me is that we're friends on PlayStation and played Warzone during the lockout season when he was in the bubble.
That's pretty sweet.
He was with the Rockets then.
So I'm not worried about the Cavs. I'm worried about I've had the same concerns that I had before the season. Is that Jared Allen just, when it comes time to do it, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
He struggled against New York. He struggled against Boston. Two teams where the lights are a little bit brighter. The arenas are a little bit different. And, it's just one of those things. So, yeah.
You know the most underrated part about Isaiah Hartenstein's game when he was in Cleveland? 33% from three.
It's not bad.
He had the strapper, dude. I like Isaiah a lot. I like the big Hardenstein with his hunchback.
All right. Ask me your question that you want to ask me.
All right. SNY proposed this. They said their bold prediction, based on things they know that the Yankees are doing, is that the Yankees trade Spencer Jones, who is the Yankees' top hitting prospect, for Stephen Kwan. Obviously, you know who Stephen Kwan is. Would Tyler McCormick be happy with this trade and explain who Spencer Jones is?
I would do the deal.
Okay.
One, It's still uncertain to me if we re-sign Stephen Kwan to an extension.
I think you need to trade for a certain player to extend him.
Yes. 2, when you watch Stephen Kwan come up to bat, what do the other team's outfielders do? Move in! Scoot in! They treat Stephen Kwan like he's the 9th hitter on the JV baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does Stephen Kwan have value? Yeah, he does. The problem is that his value is diminished in Cleveland with the talent we currently have. Stephen Kwan with the Dodgers, with the Phillies, with the Yankees, with the Red Sox, with the Mets would absolutely be worth $20 million, $20 to $25 million, because he's going to get on base and he's going to score an ass ton of runs. He's going to score so many runs in a situation like that. But I can't pay a $25 million left fielder who can't hit the ball over the left fielder's head to save his life and have him go stand at first base. Because not only is he a singles hitter, he doesn't steal bases.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, with all due respect to to defensive left fielders in baseball, Gold Glove left fielders don't win you World Series. They just don't.
Okay, well, the other part of the question, because obviously, like, we're deep in the weeds, is Spencer Jones enough, and what makes you want to accept it? What makes you say you would accept a Spencer Jones for Stephen Kwan trade?
The Yankees have shown us over the last, let's go conservatively,
25 years if you go conservatively.
No, because the last 10 years, they've kind of made a concerted effort to not just go and buy who they want.
Okay,
They have developed some hitters over the last decade to show me that they have hitters that when they come up here, they are ready to go. That's something we don't have. Like, we don't have a Spencer Jones that's ready to go. Jay Slavia hasn't even played one game of professional baseball yet.
I'm gonna stop you right there. For those who don't know, Spencer Jones is 6'7". He played at Vandy. He had the best power numbers in all of minor league baseball a year ago. I believe his OPS at both levels was over 1,000, and he was either first or second in all of the minors in home runs hit, even though he missed about a month due to back spasms. He's also a guy that stole over 20 bases, so he's considered a freak athlete with power. I just wanted to present that because people are probably listening like, well, who the hell is Spencer Jones? If we're going to trade Stephen Kwan for someone I never heard of, like, who is that?
Spencer Jones is who people want Nolan Jones to be.
That's good. That's good.
You swung and missed on your first 6'5", 6'6" tall outfielder. Let's try it again.
Yeah. And
this is where the game is going. Like, we just watched the World Series, and, like, it was like they were hitting bombs all over the place. Did they play some small ball? Sure. But they also have the ability to hit the ball over the fence.
Like, well, how did the Dodgers win the World Series? They hit the home run.
They hit the home run.
Yeah.
You have
Spencer Jones last year, his OPS was 932.
And, like, they also drafted Travis Bazzana. Travis Bazzana is if Travis Bazzana is who we think he is, he's the better version of Stephen Kwan. A contact hitter, sprays the ball over the field. The difference is Travis Bazzana, we think, might have a little bit more pop.
I think he's got more pop, stronger. He's definitely stronger than Stephen.
Yeah. So, to me, Cleveland fans, all of Cleveland sports fans, I urge you to realize there is only one player that is untouchable in any of our 3 sports teams. He's the only one that's untouchable. You cannot trade him. If Jose Ramirez is the only player in the Cleveland sports that is untradeable, you have to detach yourself emotionally to these players. Well, and Jose Ramirez has earned the right. He is Cleveland, but he is the heart, the soul, the face of the whole franchise. This team would be nowhere without him. This is a poverty franchise without Jose Ramirez.
Yes, but I guess I'm asking the question, like, if you are trading Quan, you said you would do Quan for Spencer Jones, the prospect. Is receiving a player who has not yet played in the major leagues enough to be the centerpiece in a deal for Quan?
Considering where he's coming from, for me, is worth it to me.
Okay.
Like, isn't Spencer Jones like a top 10 prospect in all of baseball?
No. He honestly, it's funny because he barely cracks the top 100 because the people are so split on him.
Well, to me, I know what our offense looks. I've seen our offense with Stephen Kwan leading the offense, being the catalyst of the offense,
Mhm.
and like, what has it gotten us? Not the worst offense in all of baseball. And I'm not saying he's not a good offense player because he has value. His value just isn't with us.
Yeah. Spencer Jones is currently 99th in the top 100. Some of the concerns are the swing and miss numbers. The plus is the power, and then just a quick note: people view him as a Gold Glove level center fielder that can play left or right, and they think he can steal upwards of 20 bases a year.
I think you play him in left field and leave him there.
Okay.
If you want to play him in center, play him in center. But I think you can just leave him in left field.
He's just like, I think he's like one of the freakier athletes in all minors in terms of like sprint speed and all that. So that's why people like 6'7" center fielder.
Well, play him in center field then. Move Martinez to left.
Yeah.
Or play DeLauder in left.
I think if you added Spencer, it would just allow you to like get flexibility with DeLauder and Angel. Because like obviously like you can't play DeLauder in center. He'll get hurt.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's an interesting trade. It
was funny because me, you, and Pat, obviously producer Pat, have joked about it a lot. And like to see it pushed out there by guys who are clearly connected with the Yankees, I thought was interesting.
Yeah, and Pat's too emotional. Like he's attached.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because the Yankees have 3 outfielders. So they have 3 outfielders, and Spencer Jones is ready to go.
Yeah. I am not emotional when it comes to the attachment of players except for Jose Ramirez, because I acknowledge that he is the entire culture, the identity of this whole organization.
Yeah.
He has a different value than anybody else. He's not. People want Myles Garrett to have the same meaning to Cleveland. He doesn't. Donovan Mitchell doesn't. None of these guys do. So, but on a lighter note, if you've made it this far in the pod,
it means you really like us.
And 2, we're gonna have a little top 5.
Top five.
And Kris is gonna go first.
Yeah.
We're gonna do top 5 sandwiches.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make the executive decision that a burger is not a sandwich.
Okay, so we're not including burgers. Are we including chicken sandwiches?
Yep.
Okay. I got the first pick.
You got the first pick.
And I want people to know that, like, when you guys tell me I missed on these, I know I didn't. I've never been wrong on these. I've never been wrong, period. I'm just early.
I am taking the dub for the last one we did.
No. I was never wrong. I was always early. People once thought that Monte Ellis was more of a centerpiece of Golden State than Steph Curry. I didn't. I was never wrong. I was just early. Now, with this one, I'm going to be right early. Okay. In a world full of sandwiches that make you feel like shit, there's one sandwich that no one ever felt like shit immediately after eating, and it's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And this is for Ohio. This is for Northeast Ohio, who we do the show for. This is, you know who owns Smucker's and Jif. They live in Akron. Peanut butter and jelly. No one has ever felt bad eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You can also cut them up into little triangles, and you can have them as like a party thing, and they will get eaten. Strawberry jelly. That's me. I'm a strawberry jelly guy. Doesn't matter the time of year. They are splendid. The first option is peanut butter and jelly. That is your Michael Jordan. That's your LeBron. That is the feel good.
It's a solid, you know what you're going to get pick.
It's a solid 35-10 every time I touch the court pick.
I'm going to follow the same thought process, and I'm going to take the grilled cheese. Fuck. Grilled cheese it's just a solid sandwich. I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
High floor, can be a high ceiling. You can add tomato to it. You can add bacon to it. You can do things with it. Or you can just have it plain with just cheese, and it's great.
No, that's a good pick. And with the tomato soup, that is the equivalent to the winter edition of what a peanut butter and jelly represents. And I can get down with that. I can appreciate that. And time of year wise, it's a great pick for this time of year.
Sure.
You ever had the one from Swenson's?
Yep.
They do one with tomato soup. It's splendid. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
With the next pick in this, a couple different directions with this. But I was at DeVita's today.
Mm.
And
you're gonna do it to me, aren't you? You're gonna do it to me.
The Italian sub.
Damn.
Italian sub.
Damn it.
It means so much. Again, it's one of those things. It bangs when you got a good one. Peak of powers. It can carry the franchise. The meat, the flavor, the pop, the accent that you get after eating it. It just across.
Do you
the board.
like a little bit of that Italian dressing or like red wine vinegar?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I'm a real ball knower.
Yeah, that's a good pick. The Italian sandwich is my go-to when I go out to eat and I can't find something that I like on the menu.
Mm-hmm.
I can always get a good Italian sandwich.
Yeah, that's good.
So I have a couple of different ways I can go here, but I'm going to take the breakfast sandwich.
That was out of left field. I wasn't thinking about breakfast sandwich. Drafting a breakfast sandwich is like drafting a relief pitcher in the third round.
It always says you don't like bacon, which
no.
Rip Kris in the comments for not liking bacon. What is wrong with this?
Don't like bacon. Not a bacon guy.
Sausage, egg, and cheese, goated. Bacon, egg, and cheese, goated. All good. It's never disappointing. It's literally it never misses.
That's not bad, but it's not better than my next pick, my third pick. I'm sticking in Italy. It matters to me, and I'm going outside the box while staying inside the box. Another one of those sandwiches that it's really hard to mess up. Meatball sub.
Oh, okay. That's a good pick. It's a good pick, but it's not the next best Italian sandwich.
It is. It is. I think I know where you're going with this. I think you're going to piggyback off my drafting prowess, and that's fine. That's fine. I accept it. But the meatball sub,
it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a lot of meatball subs. I hadn't had a meatball sub in a while, and I had one the other day, and it was like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah, dude, the rarity, it doesn't get talked about enough. Nope. A meatball sub is Penny Hardaway. You could have been the GOAT, but something about balls in mouth and not enough people rocking with you is why it didn't go the way it should have.
Yeah. I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to take a pulled pork sandwich. A nice barbecue pulled pork sandwich. It's you can have it with the slaw. You have the good cheese. And if you have the really good bread, the toasted, like the bun that's nice, it's good. It's a solid sandwich.
Mm-mm.
There's nothing wrong with good barbecue.
Mm-mm.
See, here we go. Here we go. You're going to start acting out.
No, because pulled pork is the most overrated of the sandwiches. It's not even the best of the pulled. Pulled chicken is my next pick, and pulled chicken clears pulled pork. More sausage.
See what you're doing.
No,
people are going to start saying some things.
No,
they're going to say, "Well, of course, Kris would say that."
No, pulled chicken clears pulled pork. That's real ball knowers now.
You're taking pulled chicken sandwich?
Yeah, with my fourth pick. Yeah, just so I can beat you in every arena.
No, my fourth pick, and I could go a couple different ways here, but I'm going to take a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Okay.
A Philly cheese, when you're feeling real hungry and you're just ready to get in the mix, get in the mud, and have a sloppy sandwich. Like, there's nothing better than the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Nothing. If you're in that kind of mood.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if you get the Philly cheese with like that good melted cheese that kind of like coagulates in with the cheesesteak, the best.
No, Philly cheesesteak is like hooking up with a girl that just smoked a black and mild. Is she hot? Yeah, but she just smoked a black and mild, so not really.
That is the craziest comparison ever.
To end my pick, I'm going to go with the layup, and I'm going to go spicy chicken sandwich. It means something to me.
You have so much chicken. Your list just has no variety.
There's plenty of variety.
Just chicken.
No.
Chicken.
No. How is it? It's 2 chicken items.
Oh. It's a lot of chicken.
2 chicken items? Give me a break. Give me a breather.
All right, my last pick, I can go in a couple of different ways, but I'm going to take the chicken parm sub. Chicken parm sub goes.
Yeah, I beat you in every arena, big dog. That's cool. Sounds good. Thought about it, but I couldn't do the chicken parm after going meatball sub. It'd be too much Italian.
I mean, that's fair, but like the chicken parm is better than the meatball sub.
No, it's not. You're right.
It is a good chicken cutlet with the melty mozzarella with the good bread.
Yeah,
clears a meatball sub.
I'm gonna have my cousin Vinny come slap the shit out of you.
An A+ chicken parm sandwich clears an A+ meatball sub.
No. Chicken parm is best served with pasta, not on bread.
All right, list your top 5. I'll list mine.
Okay, my first pick was peanut butter and jelly. What was my second pick?
See, your list sucks. I don't even fucking remember.
Was it meatball sub? Was the second pick?
No, it wasn't.
What was my second
The
pick?
Italian sub.
Oh, Italian sub. Right. Italian sub, second pick. Meatball sub, third pick. Pulled chicken, fourth pick. And then the chicken sandwich, fifth pick.
All right, I had the grilled cheese. I had the breakfast sandwich. I had the pulled pork sandwich. I had the Philly cheesesteak, and I had the chicken parm.
This was belt to ass, Chris.
It was not. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Hey, this
I do think it's going to be closer. I think it's going to be closer, but I think I win.
Nah, brother, this was a belt to ass, B to A. This was belt to ass bad.
No
I'm
shot.
Chris, that's Tyler.
Peace.
I beat you.